What are you doing, naughties? That's supposed to stand in the food dish. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Good morning. You gonna say good morning, Faith? Oh, that's rude. That was not very nice. Good morning. I hope this video finds you well. I am out here doing glamorous things, hanging with my goats, and I am about to collect eggs. Uh-oh, what happened to you over there? Did you try to get in there? He's not too sure about the tub, apparently. And I am going to clean out the barn. It's due to be cleaned, and I'm going to take that over to the garden and lay those on some of my empty beds because I am getting ready for fall planting. Hey, don't you knock that over. I'm being bombarded by goats right now. Oh, don't you eat my camera, naughty. You are naughty. You are taking over everything. Sweet little boy. Oh, you're so soft. Oh, you're so soft. You let me pet you? Look at your little nubby horns. This is why we can't have nice things or get anything done around here, because you're so cute and naughty. Go on. Where's your brother? Go mess with him. Anyways. Baby goats are worth the interruption, right? It's like they're like so fascinated with these storage tubs. So, I'm gonna get to work. Hopefully. Oh, oh my word. Hey, baby girl. It's me.
Whoa, no. No, not by the camera. Not by the Oh, now you want to hop in there. You want to go in there?
We got egg layers in the barn. I think this white one here, that one that Luke's got, is a duck egg. This one.
They're cold because
this one's a duck egg.
I forgot them there yesterday.
Okay, can you go line these up and put them like on the power box or something so they don't get... That's a chicken egg.
Okay. But it's crap.
That's okay, we'll eat it. Oh my word.
He likes it.
Get him out. I gotta scoop this in there.
Don't lay down.
Look at Tinker.
Look, you just got in front of it when I was videoing. don't care.
So the reason I do this step for the garden, there's a couple reasons. Number one, it provides mulch for the garden beds. It suppresses weeds and it also keeps the moisture locked into the soil. Number two, it breaks down, the hay breaks down and becomes fertilizer. Lots of nutrition in the alfalfa, lots of nutrition in that grass that then breaks down and goes into the soil. Number three, all of the droppings and the waste from the animals also break down and go into the soil. So a lot of people would take all of this and throw it into their compost pile, and it would be their carbon for the compost. But I don't have a compost pile. I'm not set up for a compost pile. I could very well be easily set up for a compost pile. We just haven't got that far yet. But I'm also finding that this works really well. So my plants are flourishing, everything's growing, starts are taking off. I can tell it's working. If we were deficient in anything or something wasn't growing well, obviously I would stop what I was doing and reevaluate the whole situation. So that's a little rundown as to why I go this extra step. It's saving on waste, it's helping the garden. To me, it's a win-win, and in this season of life, I don't have to fool around with a compost pile. Are you tired from all your troubles? No? Also, one thing I forgot to say is goat manure is not a hot manure, so it can be laid right on the garden and it's not going to scorch your plants, and it breaks down really well. Chicken manure is a hot manure, so you wouldn't want to put that straight from the coop onto the beds. It has to sit and compost down before you can do that. Also, the chickens are really good about going in that barn and tilling all that hay up. Oh, go give that to Hank.
I dropped it.
Okay, that's okay. Go give it to Hank. So the chickens are really good about going in there, tilling all that hay up, looking for all the bugs in there, breaking down the manure that's in there, and aerating it all as well. So I'm finding that this way really works. I clean out the barn once, maybe twice a week, depending on what, really it depends on what the garden needs. And if the animals are getting overwhelmed and it's getting nasty in there. But this way works really well. It's very easy and it's not extremely time consuming, and it's also not very scientific. So I have seen this way done in quite a few places, quite a few channels, quite a few Instagram accounts, and it seems to be working, and I can tell that it's working for us. Alright, so the barn is all cleaned out. So what I do is I don't lay a fresh layer of their feed hay on the ground. I will take all of this that piles up right here at the feeder and just spread it all out into the rest of the barn. You can see they drop a lot, things get dropped, and they don't like to eat hay off the ground. They like to eat it out of their troughs. So then I just take that, spread it all out over here. Nothing gets wasted. Even the hay that they waste and drop still goes towards the garden, goes towards growing us food, goes towards bringing them scraps, and it's just a very satisfying thing for me anyway. Okay, we're gonna load up and take this over to the garden. Spreading all this hay I just collected from the barn, because this bed right here is going to be the fall bed. And I've got all of my fall starts going. I've got Brussels sprouts and broccoli and cauliflower and even some more kale that I'm going to plant, which I'm very excited about. I think they're going to do so much better in the fall than in the spring, because we go from like cold to hot. It feels like overnight. So I think this will be better for them. There we go. It feels so much better once the beds are covered with fresh hay. Look at these nasturtiums. They are taking off. Should start flowering here pretty soon. And we've got 3 little bok choy hanging in there. Poor little guys. 1 little cucumber plant hanging in there that survived the hogs, which stinks. I was gonna rip these 3 out, but look at all this new growth coming in. Honestly, it kind of grossed me out to think we could eat something that the hogs were chomping on, but I don't know. I'm not going to rip them out just yet. I'm going to just wait and see how I feel about it. This one too is getting some new growth. So we'll see. I don't know. I started more seeds because I wasn't sure, but this nasturtium plant is huge. It's got some flowers on it. This one's starting to grow back too. So, I mean, look how big these guys have gotten that I just was hoping I could get them to go through the winter. So we'll see. I might leave them. See how I feel about it. But I don't know. It's a hard choice. I did plant more green beans over here. Oh! There we go. They're starting to germinate. And in case you think I've got it all together, I'll show you this spot in the garden. Yeah! I think that's a random tomato plant coming up. This is just covered in weeds. Random radishes. The hogs tore that lettuce all up. I was letting it go to seed. One thing we really want to work hard this year is saving seed, so I was going to save this lettuce seed. Yeah, that's not going to happen. It'll be alright. We actually have a lot of lettuce seeds. I was growing microgreens for the farmer's market. I used lettuce seeds for my microgreens, and I actually have tons left. So I'm just going to leave it. My okra is just now starting to produce. There's a pretty flower on it. They're kind of getting eaten up by the beetles, which honestly, if we don't get okra this year, it won't be the end of the world, especially since we all love pickled green beans, and those are growing really well this year. So I'm not going to stress out too much about it. If we get some, we get some. If we don't, we don't. We can't do all the things. Can't grow all the things. Not meant to do all the things. So also, speaking of things that need some attention, are these squash and zucchini plants. I think they're coming to the end of their road. Yellow squash did not do very well for me this year, but the yellow patty pans, which is right here, you can see how they're still hanging in there, and the yellow squash is like done. They just weren't great producers, but the patty pan, they did awesome, and people really loved them and loved getting them because it's something different. So it's all good. I'm not stressed out. But tomatoes are coming in. Look at all these beauties. So I got to get out here and start harvesting some tomatoes. It's getting ready to storm, I think. Oh no, this guy fell over. Yeah, that guy really did fall over. I'll fix it. It's getting ready to storm. I can hear the thunder in the distance. So I need to get this hay down before storms come. And then hopefully maybe tonight. Ooh, that one down too. I can come back and harvest some tomatoes when it's a little cooler, because I am hot. So I also want to come back tonight and harvest these leeks. They need to be pulled, and something needs to be done with them. But this kale is also starting to grow back, so I might just leave it, see how it goes. I'm not gonna obviously stress out too hard about it. These green beans are coming to the end too. I've got some noodle beans. Oh yeah, it did dry out. Again, saving seeds. I was leaving this on the vine to see if it would just dry out, and it looks like it's done. So I'm going to pull that and save these seeds off of these guys. They're really cool. I need to come out and harvest these guys too. Normally people grow these on a trellis. I just didn't get to it. So many plans and ideas, but this pumpkin plant took over the world. So I didn't get to do that, but it's okay. It's all good. I might actually go ahead tonight too while I'm out here harvesting and pull these two watermelons because they are looking like they're ready. And then all this is just going to die. All these winter squashes are going to die, and then we can come in and harvest them. That's the normal life cycle of that. So we've got little acorn squashes on here. Lots of butternut squashes, nasturtiums. And I'm telling you, like, nasturtiums are a great asset in the garden. They have, I think, really helped keep the bugs down. So I will definitely keep just randomly planting nasturtiums throughout because it's most certainly helping. Finish out here and get some more hay mulch down. I've got some bare spots I need to take care of and get that done before the rain comes today. But that is how I am fertilizing the garden this year. It's been working really well. Plants are really happy, and I'm finding that by not allowing bare soil through, moisture staying in, and I don't have to water. I haven't had to water since everything was, first put into the ground and little. It's been really awesome. I spent that money on that water, and now I'm like, I don't even think I need this thing. It's been going so well. So that is that. May the Lord bless and keep you. Until next time.